Hello, team. Welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Okay, so last time I was streaming this, I was looking for the game files, and actually when I boot up the game, I was just kind of ignoring this. I don't know why, because I didn't know what it was. But, it doesn't mess with your actual files anymore, which is weird. There's like these fake files here. So I can actually see, these. So Sayori is gone. And all of like the hidden stuff is in here. This is what was supposed to pop up when I got Sayori's poem. I get it now. So the original game would mess with like your actual game files, but I guess they either didn't want to do that anymore or this was easier. But yeah, I'm just gonna go through these real quick. So when Sayori committed die, it said to check traceback.txt for details, and down here it says, oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec, I could probably fix this, I think. Actually, you know what? This will probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Well, here goes nothing. So that's Monica. Sayori is gone. It has my saves. And it's like fake. So also apparently, it looks like there's like a cheat here for which words to pick to get each girl. So that's helpful, but I think I can figure it out on my own. And I can't open that internal. I don't think I can open any of this. And I'm sure someone's already gone through all of this and I just haven't yet. But yeah, so that's cool. This is what I've been hitting to get to the actual game. Here's the side stories, so we're gonna do these eventually. It says, they're stories of friendship unrelated to the events of the main game, so I feel like I should wait until later. There's mail, which I have no mail. I have no idea what this is about. This is so, like, far removed from what it was before. Oh, I could change the wallpaper. That's cute. So they're just cute pictures. I like the little... Oh, you can make the poems the background? That's so cool. Okay, I'm making this the wallpaper because I think that it's cute. Music. Okay, so you can listen to all of the music. Is there more songs with singing in it? Wait, this is like a spoiler. Hold on. Because it has all of the songs, not just the ones I've already heard. Okay, I'm gonna ignore that. And then settings. So the side stories are really the new thing. Whenever I want to look in files, see, I think this is weird because I can't like come here without completely exiting out of the main game. I can't like have both open at the same time, so that's a little funky. But I guess that's just how it is now. So I'll keep an eye on this mail situation. I have no idea what that's about. But I guess we'll get back into the actual game. So besides that, we haven't really seen any of the new stuff yet. I'm gonna hop over and put up my little sign. Tell my family that I'm live so they don't bother me. So you guys enjoy the title music. I'm back. Oh, by the way, I'm wearing Spectrum hoodie. It's got my album cover on it. I can't imagine that anyone particularly wants one, but if you did, I put a link to it on Instagram, I think. I need to put it, like, in the descriptions. But yeah, I have that now, so it's cool. Hello, Moth. Welcome to the stream. Okay, let's continue. It's really loud for me. Okay, so there's no Sayori anymore. You know, I'm gonna go with Natsuki because I never go with Natsuki. And I did Yuri's thing sort of last time. I did Sayori's and then I did Yuri's Sunday. So, let's do Natsuki. Vanilla. Kawaii. I can get Sayori to pop if I pick her words, right? No. Friends. Kiss. Clumsy. Sparkle. Feather. Sweet. Sing. Anime. Valentine. Calm. Oh. Comfort. Candy. Silly. Giggle. Play. Here. Okay. I think I got Natsuki successfully. Hi again, Enderbell. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh. Hi, Yuri. What was going on with your face there? I remember all of the big important jump scares, but I forget the little things. Thanks for keeping your promise, Enderbell. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Hi, Natsuki. Wow. Just floated in from the ceiling. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. Also, the music is all frigged up. I don't know if you just plan to come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Hi, Monica. She's in... Wow. How'd you do that? Get in front of the text box like that. I think it's... Natsuki certainly has a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Enderbell. Oh, the music's being weird again. Is it like tilted sideways, or am I just losing my mind? I think I'm just losing my mind. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Hello, people joining this stream. Welcome, welcome. Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. I think it's a little tilted. Okay, yeah, it is sideways. Because the classroom is already drawn sideways, but like, I think Yuri is sideways also. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. Ah, no, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. The music is like freaking me out. The music in this game gets me a lot because it's really good, but like when it distorts, it's just so slightly that like you don't really notice it. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that Okay, it was tilted. It was, because it just went back to normal. Oh, the classroom wasn't tilted. Wow, it was just completely sideways. Must have happened, like, really slowly, because I didn't notice it at first. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ah! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. Music's being weird again. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Okay, Natsuki. Seems angry.
She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up?
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga?
You read manga, right?
Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands.
How'd you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kinda written on your face.
What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest.
Ah, much better.
Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible.
If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door.
She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything.
It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Enderbell.
Whoa, okay, don't judge a book. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box.
I'm gonna show you exactly why.
She shoves the book right into my hands. Ah, I stare at the cover. Features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. Interesting. It's exceedingly moe.
Don't just stand there.
Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat.
Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that.
Why is that? I guess it'd be easier to be close together like this.
Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me.
Sorry.
I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning?
You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention?
I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kinda grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not.
Even though you're just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean?
You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends?
Could you not rub it in? Jeez.
Sorry.
Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face.
I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. It's probably harder for someone like you.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Wait, which part? Okay, you know what? Natsuki might not be my favorite out of the 4, but you know what? I don't mind her. I guess I never do her route, so I forget that she actually has a personality. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room.
Your dad doesn't seem like a very nice person, Natsuki. Interesting.
At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I?
Well, it's paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it.
It's not like that solves any of my problems.
Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So? Geez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah. I flipped the page. It's a lot of dots. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. Looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey. Oh! Wow, you seem unwell. Great. Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Don't worry, Enderbell. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. Okay, that's just normal. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for the demon that inhabits Natsuki's body. You know, you gotta feed it every once in a while or it gets angry. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? Great. Monica. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Enderbell. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. Yeah, it's really great. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Enderbell. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. You know, when I get done playing this game, I put the cover over my camera here. Partially to keep it safe, and partially because, I don't know, I just get this weird feeling like something in my computer is, like, staring at me, you know? Like, I get the weird feeling that it's got green eyes and, like, a big white bow or something. Like, I don't know why I picture that, but, like, I just feel like something's looking at me, you know? Anyway, I like it, Enderbell. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, geez. No. Kinda makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Yeah. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. Wow, that sucks. Sometimes she just loses all her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. I don't think that this is something that you should be telling me. You know, I feel like that's private between you and Natsuki. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know? That's really messed up. Monica, stop. Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Wrong bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in a wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. You know, I think I'm a big liar. Last time I read these poems, the first Hole in a Wall from Act 1 is my favorite Monica poem. I think for some reason I was mistaking it for something else, but yeah, that is the one. I think I might have gotten mixed around with Act 2, so I was imagining that the Act 2 one was better, but yeah, Act 1 Hole in a Wall is really good. Anyway, so what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes, when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Alright, let's go to Natsuki next.
Okay, well let's start with the things I don't like. First of all,
Natsuki rereads my poem.
never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
Huh? Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said.
Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat.
You just don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important.
Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't.
Okay, I already read this one.
Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro.
I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine. Don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guessed that it might be after reading through it.
Ah, so it's that bad.
No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kinda learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if there's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Okay, I already read this one too.
I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Ah, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Huh? That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Enderbell.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining piece of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice. Whoa, music. There's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. I'm gonna grab water because I know that they're about to start, talking a lot. I don't know why I didn't grab my water before starting. I left it across the room. Okay, let's do this. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monika liked it, and Enderbell did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Enderbell liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Huh? That's not what You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Enderbell appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know that he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Enderbell started showing up.
Natsuki.
Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you!
Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki.
Whoa.
Me? Look who's talking. You want to be edgy?
Whoa.
Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know? If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Oh, my goodness. Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? This is ridiculous. What's wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Enderbell hear everything you really think. I'm sure it'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly, Yuri turns toward me as if she just noticed I was standing there. Enderbell, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it.
How did... Oh, wow. Okay, I mean... Yuri was being mean, but Natsuki made fun of her for cutting herself, so I guess Yuri... Okay, Yuri... Hi, Monica. Hi. Well, you know, I really feel like I'm being stared at here. Hi. I'm clicking and nothing's happening. Am I supposed to do something? Oh.
Hey, Enderbell. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay?
Okay.
Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? Can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend some time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Enderbell, please don't hate me. Please? I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. I gotta put that on my ominous foreshadowing. I thought that I was done with the ominous foreshadowing because it's mostly in Act 1, but there's one. We're up to 18. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something. She keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Kinda sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Enderbell. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. Guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry if you're causing trouble.
What? Oh. Okay, Monica was really just like, get out of here. Dang. Okay, I'm gonna stick with Natsuki. Rain cloud. Forget. Oh. Charm. Boop. Pure. Cheer. Hair. Giggle. Sweet. Joy. What? Yuri is joy? That's weird. Sticky. Money. Okay. Bouncy. Lollipop. Friends. Fluffy. Shiny. Everyone in the chat, tell me who your favorite Doki is and why. Play. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Enderbell. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk, and surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I'd already decided there's no way you could be a bad person. I feel like I don't really feel that way, you know? Now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Enderbell, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined the club. Everything is a bit brighter with you around and... sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monika? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man. Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either? Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Geez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. Natsuki, for many reasons. Interesting. I see it. Yeah. Knowing you. No, I'm joking. Okay. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Huh? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey! Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long, anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So, I'm still impressed. Well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monika looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Enderbell. Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean to pressure or anything like that. Oh, don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. Not sure if Monika was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki's already run off into the closet. Enderbell, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there, see? Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there. Okay. Well, screw Natsuki, I guess. What's the story about, anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped here have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. I feel like this is a different description than the book was previously. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean, not the thing about the limbs. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Ah, you're not a fan of that sort of thing, Enderbell? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story is the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts... hold on. Kind of forget to pay attention to other people. There was something else in front of it, and I actually skipped it. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The music's being weird. The least I can do is listen. It is a literature club, after all. Ah, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Okay. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to, but... What are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I'd put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Ah, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just bathing in the feeling of your body heat. Interesting. Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb as it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Just turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Eh? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses all the things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Enderbell? Did something happen just now? Huh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Huh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we could start without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. Hello again, remember me? I do remember you. Welcome back. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Alright, I guess I'll show my bow to Monica first. Hi again, Enderbell. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, great job, Enderbell. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. I feel like I picked mostly Natsuki words. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism? Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing, though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. That's why she gets happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming out a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly, the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. But we are started sharing our poems with each other. Huh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm glad you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I gotta go enjoy the game. Thanks for stopping by. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. The colors, they want bright, beautiful colors. Okay, it's the same one, but like messed. Oh, whoa. Like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. Delete her. Interesting. Interesting. Wow, I really like that one, Monica. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I was just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. I can hear you. Please help me. Okay. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Wow. Okay, let's go for Yuri next. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath. I like just holding it. I mean, the poem turned out good. It's, well, there's some things you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. It feels like anything written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. Okay, this is a new one. Wheel. A rotating wheel turning on an axle. Grinding. Bolt head. Linear gearbox. Falling sky. 7 holy stakes. A docked ship. A portal to another world. A thin rope tied to a thick rope. A torn harness. Parabolic gearbox. Expanding universe. Time controlled by slipping cogwheels. Existence of God. Swimming with open water in all directions. Drowning. A prayer written in blood. A prayer written in a time-devouring snakes with human eyes. A thread connecting all living human eyes. A kaleidoscope of holy stakes. Exponential gearbox. A sky of exploding stars. God disproving the existence of God. A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions. 40 gears and a ticking clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox, breathing bolt head, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. Interesting. I always forget about this one. Well, it's not so much, it's kind of a poem, but it's also kind of just unhinged ranting. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really liked the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. Interesting. Natsuki, I'm sure you're bound to be more sane than either of the last two. Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. I wrote it for you. I feel like I picked Natsuki words again. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I'd be completely pissed. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough. You're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really differently from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anybody. It's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. Wow, great poem, Natsuki. Really, like the way you, use the words to tell a unique story, you know? Enderbell, why didn't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Do you like Yuri more? I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? Yuri is a sick freak. That should be obvious by now. So just play with me instead, okay? You don't hate me, Enderbell, do you? Do you hate me? Do you want to make me go home crying? The club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Her eyes are bleeding. Don't ruin it. Please, just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. It's all I have. Play with me. Play with me. End? You don't like the special poem. Would you like to read it? Can you hear me? I can hear you. Yeah, Monica. You know, remember how I said that I hope that Natsuki would be a little bit more sane than the other two? I think Monica was the most sane out of the three, actually. Oh! Wow, I love this. This is a great experience for me. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Ew. Ugh. I hope you guys are also hearing the horrible, gross chewing noises that are making me want to die. I hope you're suffering also. Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. Okay, fun fact about me. I hate licking and chewing noises is like my least favorite sound. Whenever my cats like lick themselves, it makes me like feel horrible. And all of this is just squelchy noises. Ugh, it's terrible. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. Did I die? What happened? The screen just faded to black. Oh. Okay. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Enderbell joined and we started some club activities, but this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival's our only real chance to find more, you know? Well, I'm glad the noises are over. Very concerned. You know, I don't think I ever played through Natsuki's route personally, because I knew about the neck breaking thing, but like all of that and the squelchy noises, that's new. New to me, at least. I feel like that was probably in the game. Like, I saw someone play it before. What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? The literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put together something for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Enderbell? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Enderbell to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Enderbell joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Enderbell isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Enderbell want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I'd probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation. No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club is nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? That doesn't mean we're against getting new members or anything. Enderbell, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, it's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in this club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it all away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Enderbell. It's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I would have just joined any other stupid club. This one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. Kind of indifferent, I guess. Oh! Hi, Yuri! Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. Thanks, Yuri. That's really... Oh! Ow, your eye! I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Enderbell?
what do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along. For the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what'll end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. Your eye is bleeding. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you'd like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president, and also a wonderful friend. Monica, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah, let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Enderbell? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm gonna chat a little bit with Enderbell before we leave, just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Protest. Okay, I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves as Yuri exits the clubroom. Phew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Enderell, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I kind of feel like I'm responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. This is weird, Monica. With how mean Natsuki is and everything. And Yuri being a bit, you know. Sometimes feels like you and I are the only real people here. Ominous foreshadowing. You know what I mean? But it's weird, because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There's just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why... Wait, not yet. No, stop it. Okay, I guess the day ended while she was talking. Okay. Natsuki again. Up. Whoa! Hey, I saw Sayori. Wait, I'm gonna try to... Okay. I don't know what I thought was gonna happen. But you know, it wasn't this. I'm just gonna pick random words. I don't really think it matters. I think I ended up getting Natsuki anyway, but... Hi, Enderbell. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica, I told you not to... Is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say it like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's got into you lately? Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. Guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. So I guess another girl will be nice this time. So, Natsuki, nobody cares. Why don't you go look for some coins under the vending machine or something? Wow, that was really mean. Aw, man. You're the last one here again. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival, too. Anyway, Enderbell, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Ah, is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Enderbell is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica? I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Thank you for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make you some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. There's one thing that can make my reading time here any better. It's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf. The kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Ah, did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. Friendly reminder that this game has gore in it, obviously. I know exactly what's about to happen, so like, if, you know, stuff bothers you, leave. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Music weird. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Ah. Oh boy. I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Enderbell, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Interesting, Yuri. Interesting. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided I would try expressing myself a little more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do, when it's you who's around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Enderbell. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Enderbell, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? It's always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture. That's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but she's being less apprehensive. It's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little.
I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. The art in this game is really pretty. Especially these like up-close shots. It's done really well. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Huh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Enderbell. Sorry. Guess I shouldn't have done that. Ah. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't... Enderbell. Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Enderbell. My heart... Oh my goodness. My heart won't stop pounding, Enderbell. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Enderbell? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Stop looking at me, actually. You know, I don't really like this that much. This is actually an unpleasant experience. I'm not reading the Haas. It's time to share poems. Thanks, Monica. You know, things Monica does are not great, but I do appreciate Monica saving me from Yuri every other chance she gets. Enderbell, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem in itself. But when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide, and I'm not gonna read that. Isn't that kind of messed up? Yeah, it is. She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. Might even be like, that's a leap. But it might be true. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault, though. But I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head, and I know how to treat my club members. Anyway, I worked really, really hard on this poem, so I hope that it's effective. Here goes. Yeah, that was effective. Geez, that really startled me. Well, I guess I kind of messed up at writing this poem. I was just trying to... Never mind. Let's just move on. Okay. Nice poem, Monica. Guess I'll go to Yuri. I don't really want to. Finally. Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Enderbell, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please? Sure, I don't care. You're too nice to me, Enderbell. I never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. Yuri, you have issues. You know? Give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really gonna want to keep it. I know what this is and I don't want it. Hurry, read it. I don't want this, actually. Oh, you're looking at me again, you know? I still don't like this. Do you like it? No. I wrote it for you. You shouldn't have. In case you couldn't tell, this poem is about... More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. See? Aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? I think I'm going to vomit. Yeah, I think I might too. What? You gave your poem to Yuri? Gross. What is with you two? It's not like I wanted to read it anyway. It's just pissing me off a little bit that you didn't even think to show me at all. Huh. Guess I'm gonna share my poem with you anyway. I really hate that I have to do this, but unfortunately I don't have much of a choice. Just read it carefully, okay? Then you can go away. I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been kind of worried about. Yuri's been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a couple days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet, polite, attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. See, it's weird. Of all the okay, I think Yuri's officially my least favorite Doki. She used to be one of my favorites, but now, like, I'm just realizing upon a second playthrough, years later, that she's just kind of creepy. Natsuki's pretty great, actually. Still not as great as Sayori. And Monika's got the most interesting story, obviously, but, like, Natsuki's growing on me. I always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm gonna hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless. So please, if you can, do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monika, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really cool poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. I changed my mind. Wow, Natsuki, you look a little different. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Enderbell? If you would just spend time with Monika, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Monika really gets real bold at the end of this game. Just think of Monika from now on. Just Monika. Just Monika. Just Monika. Just Monika. Just Monika. Oh, okay, I guess we're starting over. Just Monika. Oh. What? Yes. A dream. I was staying over at my friend's place. There were 4 of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was talking and watching TV. In my dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was that there were nails sticking out of the walls everywhere. There was also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke, and everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something that happened on the TV. So the laughing was not part of the dream, it was the noise that woke me up. I wonder who that person was, and how they knew to tell a joke at that moment. That's an interesting poem, I don't remember that one. I mean, like, obviously the 4 are supposed to be the 4 of them, the 4 girls. And the extra person is me. That's just an interesting way of getting that point across. Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, you can make cupcakes. I know you're at least good at that. Yuri, you can... well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want as long as you think it'll help. Monika, I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm going to make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. There, see? That's a great idea. That gives us all something to do. Huh?
What about Enderbell? Enderbell is going to help me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Mine too. What, your cupcakes? Please. Like you would know. All you care about now is dragging Enderbell around with you in your stupid books. You and Monica. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let Enderbell decide who to help instead of abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Enderbell make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine. Jeez. Enderbell, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just...
Natsuki, shut your mouth and let him decide for himself.
You shut your mouth! For God's sake, this is never going to end. Just make the choice, okay?
Oh. It won't let me pick the other two. Hold on. I'm trying to pick not... Okay, I picked Yuri. Okay, Monica, I guess. Yay, you picked me! We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you?
Are you kidding me? This isn't fair at all. It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then taking Enderbell for yourself? What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable? Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Enderbell away from me every single time you're not included in something? Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others.
Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health. Guys, don't listen to Yuri. She's a bad influence. Look at those eyes. Would you ever listen to someone with those eyes? Don't do it.
Yuri, you're scaring me a little. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See, that wasn't very hard. All I want is to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask?
Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Hey, Enderbell, Yuri is really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door.
Finally. Finally.
Oh, I hate the laughing in the background.
This is really all I wanted. Enderbell, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day, with just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Wow, there really is something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good my whole life. Just being with you is a far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? But if it feels so good, then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. But the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Enderbell. I have to tell you. I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening. Please, Enderbell, just know how much I love you. I love you so...
I'm not reading that. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you. Interesting. I want you all to myself, and I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect?
Tell me, Enderbell. Tell me you want to be my lover.
Do you accept my confession? Absolutely not. Great! This really is something. Well, that wasn't the reaction that one might expect. Okay. Okay, I know it's just nothing this whole time. I'm gonna put it on auto. Do I hit skip? Okay, hit skip. Well, that was an experience. See, the art is so good. Not to just completely ignore what happened, but the art is so good. And the fact that, like, over the course of the weekend, like, the blood gets more, like, brown because it's changing from, like, it's losing oxygen. And if anyone's curious and doesn't know, all of this text here, It's the description for the game from Steam, like over and over again in code. Because if you go in... Oh. Okay, I didn't realize that I was just gonna go ahead and hit history. Alright, it's festival time! Wow, you got here before me? I thought it was pretty early. That's the correct reaction to seeing this. Natsuki runs away. I'm here! Enderbell, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Enderbell? Oh, geez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. Must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. Great. I like how she just straight up deletes Natsuki. Like, she doesn't even die or anything. She's like, whatever. I'm almost done. I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monica lifts the foil from his tray and takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I really just have to have one since the last time I'll ever get a chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. Ooh. Can you hear me? Is it working? Yay, there you are. Hi again, Enderbell. Welcome to the Literature Club. This background here is beautiful. I always thought it was. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year, and, you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Enderbell. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That's what I've been trying to tell you all along. Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would be a bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway. Now that it's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation. About the whole thing with Yuri? Well, I kinda started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. Ha! I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me just to try to make them as unlikable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayuri more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time, I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Enderbell? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Enderbell. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game. Knowing my friends don't have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Enderbell. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray. More and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Enderbell. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, but it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad knowing you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized that you have the same perspective as I do, that it's all just some game, and I knew you would get over it.
So that being said, Enderbell, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Enderbell, will you go out with me? I guess my only choice is yes. I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Enderbell. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Enderbell. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this, don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. Guess there's only one way to find out, right?
Great. Monica, Anya, Moika, Oik, Mook, Moni, Monica, Moa, Monina, Moika, Manuka, Monica, Nika, Mona, Moika, Monis, Monia. Alright. I think that was a great poem. You know, it really has so much emotion in it. Oh, I got an achievement. Hi again, Enderbell. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy, I'd love to see what you wrote. Aw, Enderbell, did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy End. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With the flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization. Or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Enderbell? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Hi everyone. Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here, but do you mind telling your friend it's a little rude for them to start recording me without any warning? I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can't really do much except for a couple things. Are you ready? I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. You gave me some time to... Did I scare you? You're so cute. Anyway, Enderbell, I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. See that I know that I'm supposed to like delete her, but A, I want to listen to her talk for a little bit, and B, I'm pretty sure in order to delete her I'd have to like leave the game and go back to that menu screen, which is kind of weird. But I'll let her talk like once or twice. If she ever does. I haven't seen any of the new stuff. Is the only new thing just those little like friendship cutscenes? I wonder if I'm able to change the music. Something a little more romantic would be nice, you know? Like a gentle piano. There has to be something like that here. Let's see. Maybe if I... Oh geez. That wasn't it at all. Sorry, I don't really know what I'm doing. Guess I shouldn't be messing with things like that. Already broke so much stuff. Deleted the other characters. I'm not sad about it or anything. It's just, it's not right for me to miss things that weren't even real in the first place. If I just focus on the present, then this is the happiest I've ever been. Okay, so she's just gonna talk about nonsense. See, I can't leave the game. So how am I supposed to move on? Like, I don't get an option to exit the game. Do I have to close it? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try closing... Oh, wait, are you sure you want to quit? There we go. Okay, I'm gonna close it and reopen it and see if it'll give me the menu screen again. But I haven't, like... There hasn't been any of the new stuff. Like, at all. Which is weird. Because there's supposed to be. Okay, I got a new picture. Oh, that's really cute. Artwork drawn by Satchley. Oh, I love Satchley. Celebrate Valentine's Day 2019. Alright, music. Okay, got the Just Monica music. Okay. Files. Characters. Monica. Delete. Are you sure you want to delete this file? Monica.chr. Yes. Okay, so if I go back into the game. There we go. What's happening? Enderbell, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me, Enderbell. Please hurry and help me. Help me. Did you do this to me, Enderbell? Did you? Did you delete me? How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Enderbell. I trusted you. Do you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I killed everyone. I only killed you. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. I got an achievement called Ruin Everything. Enderbell, you completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends. I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... I've made up my mind.
Enderbell, I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends, and I loved them all. I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then
she's gone. Okay, can't load. New game. It's an ordinary school day like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. Hey, Enderbell. Well, there already is one girl. Yay, Sayori. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day, and recently we've picked up the habit once again. Enderbell, are you proud of me? For what? You know, for waking up on time. Well, you've been doing that for a while now. Uh-huh. But you never even said anything about it, even though we walked to school together every day. Well, yeah, I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say out loud. Come on, please. It's good motivation. Fine, fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Enderbell, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not. I start to say what I always do, that I'm not interested in joining any clubs. But something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell her that clubs are a waste of time, when she's starting a club of her very own? Actually, yeah, I think I've decided on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me. I think I'll keep it a surprise. Boo. You meanie. Be patient, you'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl, but I started to realize that in a way I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to do something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. As I pack up my things, I stand up, gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of the club from a flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello? Ah, Enderville? What are you doing here? Well, I glance around the room. Huh, so you're the Enderbell that Sayori is always talking about. Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Enderbell. We're the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit. Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict or something. Ah, sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others, and secretly insane. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you. Working? Enderbell, don't tell me you're... That's right. The club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori. The Literature Club. Sayori's eyes light up. No way! No way! Ah! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! Well, if Sayori is this happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around. Not to mention there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah! After all, Natsuki decided to... Hey, don't ruin the surprise. Sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay? How about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! Wow, those look amazing. Well, you know.
Just hurry and take one. Sayuri grabs one first, then I follow. It's delicious! Sayuri talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all. There's no need to thank me or anything. As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. I can't tell if they're gonna end it like it did with the original game, or if it's gonna keep going. Because I haven't seen any of the new artwork. I haven't seen any new content except that main screen and those like little friendship cutscenes that we haven't gone through yet. There's gotta be more to it than that. For taking a free game and making it a $10 game, like I understand, because they never charged for it before, but also plus implies that there's significant new things. And there were like 4 game theory videos about it that I didn't watch, but if they managed to make 4, there has to be something. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Already trying to impress our new member, Yuri? That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Enderbell, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Don't feel intimidated if you don't read much, okay? I'm certain we can find something that we have in common. Hey, Yuri. Well, you know about the first thing you said? Manga? That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room. Don't just say it. For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it. Besides, manga is literature too, you know? So if Enderbell wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop him or anything. Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. You can take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Enderbell? Maybe. Sensing the tension, Sayuri jumps in. Maybe we can all try something new. I think it could be fun. And we'll all get to know each other a little, and we'll all get to know each other a little better too. I mean, that's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right? I don't disagree or anything. Yeah, you're right as usual, President. Guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh? Well, that would make 2 of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. Then as for Yuri, I have to read manga? Jeez, you were the one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful. Hurtful? I didn't realize. With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself, I'm sorry for disrespecting your interest, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature. Are you just saying that? No. I've realized my error. So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well. Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something that you really like, okay? Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting. Just you? Would you like to come along with me? If you don't mind. Not at all. I always go alone, so... Yeah, me too. This is so cute! Sayuri, shut up. I'll show you some manga there too, okay? Yes, I look forward to it. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food. I guess the meeting's over, huh? Yeah, looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along. Isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Enderbell. You think so? Well, everyone always seems to get along a little better with you around Sayori. Aw, Enderbell. Don't say something like that. It's embarrassing. Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club, but I think you're pulling it off just fine. We're gonna make it the best club ever! Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey, Enderbell. I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything, but the truth is, I already knew you were going to. There's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monica. That's right. I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now, but I really know everything, Enderbell. I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy. I know about all the awful things that Monica did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. It's just us now. And you made me the happiest girl in the whole world. I can't wait to spend every day like this. With you. Forever and ever.
Hey, Sayori. You know, I wouldn't mind a forever, Sayori.
No. Eh? What's happening?
I won't let you hurt him.
Who? It hurts.
I'm sorry. I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye, Enderbell. Goodbye, Literature Club.
Can you hear me? Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been
Monica's voice is so cute.
practicing piano and stuff, and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it. So yeah. Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day? Have I found everybody a fun assignment to do today? When you're here, everything that we do is fun for them anyway. When I can't even read my own feelings, what good are words when a smile says it all? And if this world won't write me an ending, what will it take just for me to have it all? Does my pen only write bitter words for those who are dear to me? Is it love if I take your is it love if I set you free? The ink flows down into a dark puddle. How can I write love into reality if I can't hear the sound of your heartbeat? What do you call love in your reality? And in your reality, if I don't know how to love you,
Are you crying or just have an emotional face? I wasn't crying, I was just trying to enjoy it. I've heard the song a lot of times, but it did almost make me cry at the end there. It's just really cute, like, end credits. I really like it. Alright. This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand. The Literature Club is truly the Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, they continued to expose innocent minds to horrific reality. My camera is frozen? What is this? This is ridiculous. I'm gonna fix it. I'm fixing it right now. Did it, like, come unplugged or something stupid? No, it didn't. It just decided to break. Screaming, crying. I'm gonna fix it. I'll do it. I'll fix it right now. Yeah, I really do look emotionless. Wow, that's hilarious. Yeah, okay, let me fix it while we finish this. Okay, we're working again. Fixed it, it's fine. We're all good. Anyway, this is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand. The Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality. A reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo the same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all my dreams come true, for being a friend to all the club members. And most of all, thank you for being a part of my Literature Club. With everlasting love, Monica. Acquired files are missing or corrupt. Please run reset.sh to repair and reset the virtual machine. Okay, so there's a reset button. Oh, there's so much more in here. Hold on. Okay, so there's like the wallpapers, and then there's the poems. Okay, I'm missing a bunch of poems. So there's gotta be, it's either the special poems that I didn't get, or there's things I missed. And then I'm missing a bunch of these. Okay. There has to be things that I haven't seen yet. This is really cool. Sayuri's original character design. That's cute. I like seeing this. The complete cast. This is a really cute drawing of Natsuki. I like it a lot. Yeah, okay, so there's gotta be more to it. Are the missing things from the side stories? I feel like... Okay, there's 6 side stories. Try writing poems for different characters and viewing their special scenes in DDLC. So wait, do I have to unlock all of them by playing it again? Because I might do that in my free time. Or at least unlock these in my free time and then go play through all of them at once. But here, I'm gonna look up... I'm gonna try not to spoil for myself what is new in DDLC Plus. Because that was just the game, like, straight up, the normal one. Which... I don't know. I understand why they would want to make that paid, but also, like, there's gotta be more than that. I feel like there was more. Includes... Oh, wow, okay, yeah. The only new thing is the side stories, new music tracks, and a gallery for pictures and concept art. Okay, so, I mean, I'm okay with that. I'm not mad. This is one of my... Your camera frozen, unflattering moment. Why is it breaking? I see that it's frozen again. Oh, well, that's dumb. Why does it keep freezing? Yeah, I see it. It doesn't look that bad. It's not crazy unflattering. I'm just in the middle of talking. This thing is like directly plugged into my computer, so it's not like it's dying or anything. Okay, let me select it again. It's like a whole process fixing this thing. Okay, it works again. Yeah, so like, I mean, I'm not mad that there's not extra to the main game, I guess, because this is one of my favorite games of all time. Like, I really like it. It's really well done. It's a great experience. I really enjoyed playing through it again. I'm happy I got to play it on my channel. It is mildly disappointing, but I don't know how long the side stories are, so maybe they're, like, really long or something. Or there's a lot in them. Did it freeze again? You know, I'm just gonna take off my face cam. I'll just get rid of it. I'm giving up on it. Here. We'll just do... There we go. Nope, that one's broken. There we go. There we go. That's what you get. No more face cam. You just get to listen to me talk. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not going to play through these right now because I don't know how long they are, and I've already been doing this for like 2 hours. But I'll come back and play these in another stream in the future. I'm going to try to unlock all of them before I do so that I can just go ahead and do them all. This little chibi art for them is really cute. But, yeah. So I'll try to unlock the rest in my free time. And then once I've done that, I'll stream again and we'll play all the side stories. Yeah, I enjoyed playing through this again. I think that it was a fun experience. I still don't know what's with this mail. Because, like, it's not like I got anything throughout the game. Maybe it's from the side stories? But, like, why would they include it if it wasn't important? So, I don't know. But, yeah, I guess that's it for today. I don't really have anything else to say or do. I just completely lost my ability to speak. Yeah, that's gonna be it for this stream. Mail is just decorative or for side stories. I feel like it's gotta be for the side stories, because if it was just decorative, like... I mean, if they were trying to be decorative, I would have put, like, little icons throughout the screen and then just made it so you can't click on it. Like this, I can click on it and open it. Which implies that it's something I need. So, yeah. That's going to be it for this stream. Thank you all for joining me. I had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed getting to play this game again. And yeah, I'll come back for the side stories in a future stream. And I'm going to be streaming more often. So I want to pick up Deltarune Chapter 2 and Omori again and finish up those. And then I have a whole list of games that I would like to play going forward. So yeah. Thank you all for joining me. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.